The test is going to cover 5.1, 2, and 3. Right, so 5.1 is solving systems with substitution. So let's do an example of that, just so that, because it's been a while since we've done any substitution. Let's just kind of get a refresher here. All right, so for substitution, we have to pick an equation, solve it for one variable, and then plug it into the other equation. So I would take my top equation and solve it for y, just that way, because you don't have to deal with the negative. So negative x plus y equals 8. I'm going to add my x over to the other side, giving me y is equal to 8 plus x. So then I'm going to take my 8 plus x, and I'm going to replace the y in my other equation with that. Is it like coming back to you a little bit?
Yes.
All right, so then you have 5x minus 2 times 8 plus x is equal to 2.
For substitution, have you always trying to find the y?
You can do x or y, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does not matter which one. You just want to pick whichever one's easier to work with. So then now I'm going to distribute my 2 through. Minus 16 minus 2x equals 2. So then combine my like terms. So 5 minus 2x, I'm going right here, gives me 3x minus 16 equals 2. All right, now we're trying to get x by itself, so we're going to add the 16 to the other side. So 3x equals 18. Divide by 3. And we get x is equal to 6. All right, now that we have x, we can plug that back into one of our original equations and get y. Or actually, even easier, we can plug it in right here and get y. So, since y is equal to 8 plus x, and we now know that x is 6, we know that y is equal to 14. So then our solution is 6 and 14. All right, would you guys like to do another one of those? Maybe. I know several of you said you didn't remember these. Okay. And we can practice some on whiteboards here once we go through everything too. I just want to do a couple examples with you guys first. All right, so then so that's 5.1. In the book, there was also a graphing part with that, but we're just doing the substitution. Okay. Then 5.2 is elimination. All right, so I think we've all gotten pretty good at elimination through dealing with these two variable ones. But let's say we have 6x plus 2y equals 12, and negative 7x plus 4y equals 5. So, what variable should we get rid of? Y, right? What are we going to multiply by? Which equation? All right, so we need to multiply by negative 2. Good job. Okay. So that will give me negative 12x minus 4y equals negative 24. Then I'm just going to bring over my negative 7x plus 4y equals 5. We're going to add our equations together. So we get negative 19x equals negative 19. So when we divide, we get x equal to 1. And then we plug back into one of our originals. I'm going to plug it in the bottom one. So I have negative 7 times 1 plus 4y equals 5. Add my 7 over.
Teachers, I have 2 boxes from Amazon. If you order something, they're in my office. 2 boxes from Amazon Prime Teachers. I'm not sure who they belong to. So if you want to come check them out, if you order something, thank you.
Right, and so then we get 1 and 3. Right, so that one I'm sure seems a lot more familiar because we did a lot of that with the 3 variable too.
I don't like the 3 variable.
I don't know. I'm also a lame math teacher, but I like the 3 variable ones. They're
I
fun.
think they're probably just time consuming.
Yeah. All right, would you guys like to do a 3 variable one together?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hit or miss. Sometimes I'll get it right, sometimes I won't.
Yeah. Is there one from the worksheet that you guys would like to do? We can pick one of those.
I think I ever want to see that worksheet again.
Okay. All right, well then let's just pick a...
Sometimes I got answers that aren't right.
Okay. All right, so let's just do a random one from the book then.
5.3.
Yeah. Yeah, so 5.3 is 3 variable systems with elimination.
Is there such thing as 4 variables?
There are, but I'm not making you guys do that.
Will we have to learn that?
No.
Eventually?
If you're a math major taking linear algebra in college, maybe. But
I know what I'm not going to do, so I guess not.
yeah, I don't even remember how to do it. Like, I pushed that out of my brain because it was awful. So we're just going to stick with 3 variables.
I know you were sitting with 2
We'll do a few 3. That'd be all right. I'm going to give you guys plenty of time to work on this test. Like, we're going to work on, like, I'm giving you guys 2 days just to make sure you have plenty of time. Yeah. So, yeah, because I know it takes some people longer to do those, which is fine. It's just part of it. So I want to make sure you guys have plenty of time. All right. So somebody pick a number 3 through 8.
4.
Okay. Okay, so looking at this 3 variable system, what would we like to get rid of? X. Right, so let's combine our top 2 equations together. Right, so I'm going to bring those over here. All right, so x's cancel. Negative 3y plus 4y is just y. 3z plus 5z is 8z. And 21 and negative 1 is 20. All right, so that's our first equation. So now I'm going to take the top one and the bottom one, multiplying that top equation by 5. So multiplying the top equation by 5, that gives me negative 5x minus 15y plus 15z equals 105. Right. Should be, but yeah. All right, and then just going to bring over my bottom equation as it is. So my 5x's cancel. Negative 15 and 7 gives me negative 8y plus 13z equals 71. All right, so now we're going to take those two equations and put them together. So I have y plus 8z equals 20, and negative 8y plus 13z equals 71. So I would multiply the top equation by what? 8, right? Let's get rid of y's. So I'm just going to write that underneath here kind of to save space. So I get 8y plus 64z equals 160. So y's cancel. I got 13 plus 64, giving me 77z. Equals 231. And we're going to hope that divides by 77, and it does. So 231 divided by 77 gives me z equal to 3. All right. So now that we have that, I'm going to plug it into one of my 2 variable equations. I'm going to plug it into the green one because it's smaller numbers to work with. So I have y plus 8 times 3 equals 20. Y plus 24. Subtract the 24. So my y is equal to negative 4. And then we'll plug both of those into one of our original equations. I'm going to plug into the middle one, I think. So, let's get... All right, I have x plus 4 times y, which is negative 4, plus 5 times z, which is 3, equals negative 1. So x minus 16 plus 15 equals 1. So x minus 1 equals 1. X equals 2. So the solution to my system is 2, negative 4, and 3. Wait.
You put in negative 1, it should have been negative 1. So
Oh, yeah. Z is, sorry, x is 0. Thank you. I was like, that doesn't look right.
see, I have the process down. It's just whether or not my pencil is right or not.
Yes.
Are we gonna have to solve any of the 3 variable systems with substitution on the test?
No. All the 3, because we've only done those with elimination. So, yeah. No. There's no...
There were some on one of the worksheets, I don't remember which one, but it had the 3 variable systems with substitution and elimination, and there were like a few of them on the back that were supposed to be solved with substitution.
On the worksheet I gave you?
It wasn't this one, it was one of the ones before.
Oh, that one should have been 2 variable.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 2 variable. We've never done 3 variable with substitution.
Okay. So never mind.
You can, but you don't want to because it takes forever.
Can you walk us
Let's not even think about it.
Yeah.
My brain already hurt.
advocate it?
I can't even handle so much.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for this test. It's very like straightforward to the point. Yes.
Are there ever any times where you can't solve 3 variable systems with elimination? Like, are there any times when you have to solve them with substitution? There were some times where you couldn't solve the 2 variable systems with elimination.
No, you could always solve 2 variable in just elimination.
Really?
You just have to multiply both equations sometimes.
Big numbers.
Yeah, get big numbers, or you might have to deal with some fractions. But yeah.
Oh, gross. Are those gonna be on the test?
What?
Fractions.
No, I'm going to be nice and give you all whole number answers.
Thank you.
Well, I think. If I give you a fraction, it would be like a 1/2.
That helps me so much because then if I get a fraction, I know I'm wrong.
Okay, yeah, I'll make sure that they're all whole numbers.
Because if not, I'll be like, well, it's a fraction, so it might be right.
Yeah, okay. I can definitely do that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. Yeah. I really feel like you guys are going to do fine. Like I said, I'm giving you 2 days to work on it because I know the 3 variable ones take people different amounts of time. So we will work on the test tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday we'll start chapter 6, which I think you guys are really going to like. It's so easy. We're like adding numbers. That's about it. Like, no, there's really not. We're multiplying and adding. That's it. Like just numbers. No, not even any variables, guys. Like just numbers. And then I will not be here on Friday. Miss Jones will be here with you guys Friday. So, and I'll just leave the assignment, I think, or maybe it's a worksheet, but all very straightforward stuff that you guys can easily handle on your own.